Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Gabrielle Danelle. If you're new here, if you're not new and you're already part of the family, welcome back. So for today's video, I want to talk to you guys about some of the things that I learned in college when it came to natural hair. And this was a whole process for me because I actually went full-fledged natural when I went to college. As you can imagine, it was a huge learning curve. I had to learn a bunch of different protective styles. I had to learn how to make my hair work even on those days that I had 0 hours of sleep and I had 5 different exams. So in college, there are definitely a lot of different things that we need to hurdle over in order to maintain these curls. So I want to talk to you guys about some of the things that I learned, but before I do that, make sure to subscribe, because if you have not subscribed already, you're kind of missing out. So I'll give you guys a second to do that right now. Okay, you did it? Press that little red button and the little bell button. Okay, we're good. For college, I definitely did not know what I was doing when I needed to go to class, wake up at like 6 a.m. for some of these 8 a.m. classes. It was not fun. I would not recommend that to anybody. But I had to learn how to do things with my hair and make it work even on those days that I really did not have the time or the energy to be investing in hair when I was stressed out about so many different things. So one thing I would definitely recommend when it comes to college and curls is to learn some bomb protective styles. You want to be able to put your hair in styles that will protect your hair, nourish your curls, and not end in dryness and breakage that can happen if we're just slapping it into a bun every day or doing a slick bun every day. We want to give ourselves the time and the availability to put our energy towards our assignments, towards our exams, and not in hair, right? Because if we're waking up every day and we need to refresh our curls every single morning before class, that's going to take up way too much time and way too much energy that you can be using for other things for school. Be aware that hair doesn't need all your time and energy in college. You want to be making sure that you're taking care of your curls while at the same time taking care of your grades. So for that reason, learning how to do protective styling goes a long way when it comes to saving time, saving energy. Learning how to do it can be the learning curve, but it goes towards a lot of free time that you give yourself during the semester. The second thing that I would recommend to you guys learning to manage natural hair in college, make some friends that have similar hair types as you do. So the reason why I say this is because in college it can be very challenging sometimes to be able to figure out the resources and the methods for natural hair. So if you have that friend support group of girls with natural hair, curly hair, you can exchange different methods, you can exchange different tips and advice to your friends and vice versa that will help you maintain your curls. This is something that helped me so much, to have those friends in college that I can talk to about protective styles or hair products or any of these things, because it helped me to be able to do it on my own in college. Many of you guys are dorming, many of you guys are moving out of your house to go to college, so this is especially true for you if you are being removed from your circle, your social circle back at home. You want to make sure that in college you have that same social circle that can be able to support you and help you when it comes to natural hair. And this is great because if you want help, if you need help with some sort of protective style, maybe braiding, maybe twisting, having that friend that can help you in college goes a long way when you don't want to be sitting in front of the mirror for 4 hours straight braiding your own hair, when a friend can help you with this. For sure, this will help so much in maintaining those curls. Okay, what are we doing here, buddy? Okay. The next tip that I would want to give you guys about maintaining natural hair in college is to not fall into the cycle of heat damage once more. In college, it can be very tempting to just go with the next best thing when it comes to having fabulous hair and maximizing your time and your energy for your classes and for whatever it is that you have going on. In my case, I sometimes felt like I needed to straighten my hair in order to give myself more time, more energy, more of my mental faculties to devote towards my academics rather than my hair. But what this does is that it can cause some damage, some hair damage that you don't want. Try your best to avoid those flat irons, those blow dryers, those curling irons, and find ways to have manageable hair, to have more manageable hair, I should say, by doing things like flexi rods or perm rods or bantu knots or twists. These are all wonderful, wonderful hair methods that help our hair to be a little bit more manageable maybe than our natural curls, and give us the time and the space to be able to devote more of ourselves into what we need to do in college to do well in college. The next form of advice that I would give all of you lovely people going to college with natural hair is not to pressure yourselves so much to the point of distracting yourselves from what really matters in college with your hair. You don't want to get so drained by, what am I going to do with my hair today? It needs to look perfect. It needs to look this. It needs to look that. Like, you don't want to place that amount of pressure on yourself and your hair for class. I know for me, I spent so much, way too much energy devoted to let me make sure that my hair looks the best that it can today because I'm going to class. Like, no, sis, no. We don't need to have a pristine hair look in order to go to class. We are going to class to learn and not to stunt on our peers. I think it's important that we don't look at class, especially college. Maybe if you're a freshman in college and you're, nervous about looking a certain way in class, it's important that we don't place that pressure on ourselves to look like we're going out to town when we're going to class. I think you see this a lot in terms of like freshmen, and I think it's funny because you can kind of see who's freshmen because they're usually like the best dressed, they look the most put together, and then you have seniors who are going to class in Crocs and sweats. And so I think it's definitely a matter of time, a matter of an experience when you're going to college and you're like, oh, I don't want to look disheveled, I don't want to look a certain way, I want people to like me, I want people to think that that I'm a certain way. And I think that in college it's something that you learn that most of the time people are not even paying attention to you. So that's why a lot of seniors, I know myself in my case, really did not care come senior year about what I looked like to go to class, because I was just going, to pass and do what I had to do and get out. You don't want to look like a hobo either. That's not what I'm saying. But you don't want to take away from your attention, from the purpose of going to class, by devoting it so much to your hair and what you look like. If you guys have not already checked out the blog at GabrielleDenell.com, make sure to check that out. I have a post on there about additional tips on how we can maintain our hair during college and the best way for our hair that will protect it. Make sure to check that out if you have not checked that out already. So I would say the most important thing for me in college with my hair was really learning how to accept it, because like I said in the beginning of this video, it was only in college that I learned to really be fully natural. Of course, I straighten my hair probably once every 6 months, so I was still transitioning out of those habits that I was having in high school with my hair. But in college, I really did learn how to accept my hair a little bit more, and you definitely learn a lot about culture. You learn a lot about different kinds of backgrounds in college. So this for sure helped me to embrace my hair and embrace my heritage as someone who comes from a Dominican background. So you guys, I'm gonna leave you with those few tips that I picked up in college concerning natural hair. If you have not already, please make sure to subscribe and to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if there are any things that you guys do in college, if you're already in college, with your natural hair. And if you're not in college, let me know what you would like to learn with your natural hair in college, whether you are transitioning or whether you're fully natural. Let me know in the comments below. I want to talk to you guys. I want to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this little video, and I will see all you lovely people in the next video.